As I catch this guy, it's gonna be totally over.
Come on over here.
Hey, what's the problem?
Mike Tyson just did something so wild to Jake Paul that it made his entire world collapse. And now Jake's sitting in a prison cell, scrambling to explain himself. You heard that right, Jake Paul, the guy who's always acting like he's untouchable, is now stuck behind bars, all thanks to Tyson.
Yo, Chance, be easy, bro. Yo, no fist.
Yo, chill,
Yo,
dude.
fist, dude.
Put the camera down.
And Tyson didn't just throw him in jail, he did it right before the weekend, meaning Jake had to sweat it out for 2 whole days before he could even think about getting bail. Can you believe that the guy's supposed to be prepping for the biggest fight of his life on November 15th, and instead he's stuck in a prison cell trying to figure out how it all went so wrong? And I bet you're itching to know what Jake did to deserve this kind of nightmare. Trust me, the details are even crazier than think, and you're not going to find them anywhere else. And here's where things get downright crazy, Jake. Paul didn't just land in prison over some typical celebrity scandal. Nope, it all circles back to that infamous press conference on August 18th. You remember that one, right? The big event at the Jacob Javits Center in New York City, where everyone was expecting just another over-the-top hype session for Jake's upcoming fight with Mike Tyson, but instead of the usual trash talk and bravado, the whole thing spiraled red into a complete circus the moment Jake strutted onto that stage. Now Jake's always been the undisputed king of trash talk, but this time he took it to a whole new level of bad. He actually had the audacity to take a shot at Tyson's illness. Yeah, that's right, Jake stared down one of the greatest boxers in history and mocked him over his health.
You had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight, so yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt?
The room instantly went dead silent. It was like everyone collectively hit the pause button, just trying to wrap their heads around the train wreck unfolding before them. Even Jake's most diehard fans were probably thinking, did he seriously just go there? But oh no, Jake wasn't about to back down. In classic Jake Paul fashion, he doubled down, puffed out his chest, and made it crystal clear that he didn't give a damn about respect, honor, or even the sport itself. For him, this wasn't about a legendary showdown with Mike Tyson. This was just another payday, another chance to grab the spotlight and cash. In Tyson, just a stepping stone in Jake's never-ending quest for fame and fortune.
I'm here to make $40 million and knock out a legend. I don't give a about anything else, and he's the one that wanted it to be a pro fight, so he's gonna get his ass knocked out real.
And let's be real here, Jake Paul's never been about becoming a better fighter or learning from a legend like Tyson. Nope, it's always been about staying in the headlines, keeping the buzz alive, and feeding the ever-hungry ego of his. Meanwhile, Tyson's been battling real health issues, dealing with ulcers, and still the guy didn't back down.
Correct. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Jake Paul KOs Mike Tyson. I'm not here to do shit besides make a bag.
He took a brief pause, sure, but only to make sure he was in top shape to take on Jake. You'd think that kind of dedication might earn some respect from Jake right now. Instead, Jake's out there picking fights with Mike Perry, not for the challenge, but just to keep his name in the press. Jake Paul's entire rise in the boxing world has been like a soap opera full of drama, controversy, and more than a few moments that make you wonder if any of it's even real. Sure, he's got the bravado, and his massive social media following keeps him relevant, but let's not ignore the growing chorus of voices, fans, boxing experts, you name it, who are all but shouting from the rooftops that something smells off about his victories, especially those inconvenient TKO that seem to pop up just when Jake needs them most. And that's exactly why Tyson had something to say about it.
Be in good shape because your health depends on it.
Hey, you're the one that wanted 8 2-minute rounds. You want to make it 10 threes? Don't talk to me about shape.
And as we know, in the high-stakes world of professional boxing, where every jab, hook, and uppercut could mean the difference between a triumphant victory or a crushing defeat, the referee holds the ultimate power. They're the ones who call the shots, ensuring the fight is fair and square. But when it comes to Jake Paul's so-called victories, those refs have had more people scratching their heads than celebrating his wins. Just think back to his fight with Tyron Woodley on August 29, 2021. That match ended in a TKO, but let's be real, it felt more like a Houdini act than an actual boxing match. Woodley, a guy who's built his career on being tough as nails, suddenly found himself stopped in his tracks. The whole thing felt so off, it was like watching a scripted scene where the last thing they wanted was Jake's face getting too friendly with the canvas. And we can't forget that downright bizarre showdown with Ben Askren on April 17, 2021. Another TKO, another round of wait, what just happened? Askren, a former MMA champ, barely had time to hit the mat before the ref swooped in like he was auditioning for a role in a safety commercial. It was like watching someone put training wheels on Jake's boxing career, making sure he stayed upright, no matter what, even if it meant cutting the fight short. Fans and critics alike were left scratching their heads, wondering if these so-called victories were the real deal or just part of some grand scheme to protect a rising star with credentials as solid as a sand castle.
Shut New York. Hey, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. Hey, New York, New York, New York. You're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. New York. Dumbass Democratic City.
But Jake, oh, he absolutely crumbled under the pressure when Tyson dropped the bomb about the new rule. During the press conference, the crowd erupted with excitement. Finally, they thought a real fight, no more shady wins or controversial calls. The fans were beyond fed up with the drama surrounding Jake's victories, and they cheered Tyson's decision like it was the best news they'd heard all year. The arena was practically shaking with people chanting Tyson's name, showing their full support for a fair, non-nonsense showdown. But Jake, he didn't exactly take it like a champ. In fact, he completely unraveled. What makes it all the more cringeworthy is how Jake had been talking about such a big game before. During the negotiations, he was all about fighting on Tyson's terms, making bold claims about how he was ready to step up to the challenge. But now, faced with the reality of those terms, he was backpedaling faster than anyone could have imagined. The bravado was out the window, and all that was left was a guy clearly trying to wiggle out of a fight he suddenly wasn't so sure about.
Yo, Chance, be easy, bro. Yo, no. This.
Yo, chill,
dude. This, dude.
The charges were of breaching contract and potential fraud, serious stuff, all wrapped up in the legal snare that Mickey T's team had loosely set up. And let me tell you, the artist wasn't just swift, it was like a bolt out of the blue. 1 minute, Jake's living it up, acting like the carefree two. Cool for school surfer dude, he always tries to be. The next minute, bam, he's being hauled away looking more like a kid who just got caught with his hand deep in the cookie jar than the loudmouth YouTuber turned boxer we've all gotten used to. When Mike Tyson gets mad, it usually means things are about to get seriously out of hand. But this time, instead of letting his temper take the wheel, Tyson took a step back. And why? Because Tyson's been down that road before, and he knows exactly where it leads. He's not about to let some hot-headed outburst drag him into a mess. Not for Jake Paul, not for anybody.
Experience. When that tough guy Mike Tyson comes out, when it's not necessary to come out, I'm always in handcuffs. So I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Tyson, with a knowing nod, acknowledged that old part of himself, the side that used to settle every dispute with his fists. No second thoughts, no hesitation. That's the Tyson who once dominated the ring, the one who didn't put up with any nonsense. But it's also the same Tyson who's painfully aware that his temper has gotten him into more trouble than he cares to remember. He even opened up about it, giving us a glimpse into just how close he's come to the edge. It's a sobering reminder of just how thin the line is for Tyson between retaining control and letting things spiral out of hand, crashing down. So when Jake Paul started pushing his buttons, Tyson made a conscious decision. This wasn't just about putting Jake in his place. It was about Tyson keeping his own demons at bay by choosing to handle things through the legal system. Tyson was showing everyone that he's learned from his past, that he's not about to let Jake Paul or anyone else pull him back into the chaos he's worked so hard to leave behind. It was more than just a strategic move. It was a testament to the growth and self-control of a man who knows that sometimes the toughest fights aren't the ones in the ring, but the ones you have with yourself. And by now, Jake's probably found some way to wiggle out of that prison cell. After all, he's our favorite brash talking celeb. But let's be real, the stain on his name is going to make every sponsor think twice before investing in him. And honestly, after the Tyson fight, nobody's going to be talking about Jake Paul anymore. This might just be his first and last time in the spotlight for a fight this hyped.
As I catch this guy, it's going to be totally open.
Come on over here.
Hey, what's the problem?
Yo, Chance, be easy, bro. Yo, no. This.
Yo, chill,
Yo,
dude.
this, dude.
The camera down.
You had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight, so yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt? I'm here to make $40 million and knock out a legend. I don't give a about anything else, and he's the one that wanted it to be a pro fight, so he's gonna get his ass knocked out real correct. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Jake Paul KOs Mike Tyson. I'm not here to do shit besides make a bag.
Hey, be in good shape because your health depends on it.
Hey, you're the one that wanted 8 2-minute rounds. You want to make it 10 threes? Don't talk to me about shape. Shut New York. Hey, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. Hey, New York. You're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. New York. Dumbass Democratic City.
Yo, Chance, be easy, bro. Yo, no. This.
Yo, chill,
Yo,
dude.
this, dude.
Experience. When that tough guy Mike Tyson comes out, when it's not necessary to come out, I'm always in handcuffs. So I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.